Hello, everybody. This is Moo,
And this is Fuji.
and we just watched The Lion King, or Na Defenya. Da, 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 da. Oh, so I can't words because I can't speak Swahili.
No one ever knows the words for that part.
No, unless you know Swahili, I guess. So,
That's a good start.
thanks. What do you think of Lion King?
Lion King is... I don't know that it's still my favorite, but it was my favorite for a long, long time.
Such a good movie.
It was the first one that I saw in theaters. And I was telling the story about how me going to the theaters... I'm 4 years old. Go to the theaters to see Lion King. I've never been to a movie theater before. And it starts with that intro with the sun coming up and the music being really loud. And me just thinking, this is the loudest thing I've heard in my life. And I want to go home.
Poor tiny Fuji wasn't prepared for the movie.
No.
Stereo. Granted, I probably wasn't either when I first went, but I actually don't really remember my first trip, though mine was Pocahontas, which is next. But we're going to get to that when we get to that, because as we've said several times throughout recording this, there's a lot to talk about with Pocahontas. But this movie is excellent, and also, this was the movie that everyone in the Disney company is like, you know what's going to be a hit? Pocahontas is going to be the hit. Lion King's not going to be anything.
And I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it. It's a real...
And like concept, you know,
yeah,
like on paper.
It's a lion getting revenge.
So this is Hamlet with lions.
Just a lion.
That's not gonna do it, give me money. We're gonna do...
American history romance.
Except
diversity.
American history.
Diversity. Racial diversity.
Lion King, do lions count as racial diversity?
I mean, I had pointed it out. This is the first time that you have an opener that's like a good chunk of it's in a foreign language, and I mean, that was in theaters, and that's kind of cool. Yeah.
Oh god, this is I don't know if I've said this on previous recordings, but this is my favorite. One of my favorite Disney openings. Like, it's just gets you right into it, and it looks amazing.
And I mean, the whole movie looks amazing. Like, we were talking about, in comparison to even Aladdin, like, this movie is so well polished. Like, Aladdin has moments. Like, when you're watching it, it's like, that didn't age terribly well, but it's like, almost this entire movie is great.
Even the CGI that they used in this movie.
It's because it's subtle.
Yeah, that's the best way to use it.
With the exception of this DVD menu. This DVD menu is really like, look at all this CGI we can do.
Yeah, it looks like shit. It looks terrible. CGI Zazu is weird.
You always take it one step further. You always say the thing.
What?
That's implied. You always say the implied.
What? Do you not want me to?
It's fine. It's part of your charm.
Thanks, I guess. Trying to decide if you're insulting me or not. I don't know. Anyway, God damn it. Okay, what were we doing? Oh yeah, Lion King,
Can I say I'm still messed up from watching Your Name?
Oh yeah, I saw that recently a while ago, but that's a really good movie, by the way. If you haven't
messed me up.
If you haven't seen Your Name, go see it. Like,
okay,
seriously.
Lion King. We're talking about Lion King.
Let's go to Lion King, which is another movie with beautiful colors and beautiful color palettes.
You can't change the past.
Can't change the past, but you can learn from it. And this is a really well done story. And honestly, the only animation error we saw was that floating stick.
We did watch the version that has Morning Report, and you can see Mufasa's eyes change color when they switch from the Morning Report segment back to the regular one.
Simba's a tad bit lighter, like not by much, but like a little bit. It's like not the exact
But it was a
yellow.
lot less jarring than Human Again.
Oh Jesus, that was so jarring. It was like, it's like La La going to be amused. Oh, that is not from 1991.
And also, like, I feel like that segment didn't destroy the entire pacing of the movie the way that Human Again does.
Yeah, no, Morning Report works just fine, probably because it's in a part that's already kind of in the movie anyway, because when Mufasa teaches Simba how to stalk prey and, you know, pounce on Zazu, that's in the movie. They just, like, extended it, like, by a slight bit and put a song in if they want to put Morning Report in. So it's like Human Again, where that's a whole sequence, like in the middle of the movie. Like, Morning Report's very, very short, especially comparatively. So I think that's why it worked better. Speaking of the pacing, this movie is more fast-paced than I remember it being.
I remember thinking that it was fast-paced, because I went to go see it when I had the theater re-release, when I had the 3D re-release.
Ooh.
And at that time, even I thought, wow, this is a really fast movie.
It is.
It's an hour and a half, and it's just like a lot of stuff happens, And I guess, actually, I mean, that's why I'm kind of thinking of Your Name also, because Your Name is the same length. And yet it, like, feels like it's longer than that.
Yeah, it's because, like,
not
pacing.
in a bad way.
Yeah,
but...
no, Lion King being fast-paced is not a bad thing. It's not like Robin Hood, where, like, that movie was really jarring and jumbled pacing.
Like, if I had to phrase it, this might sound weird, but this is, like, a kid's 90-minute movie.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Like, it really, everything just kind of happens.
Yeah. But it happens at a pace where you feel like, you know, you're going along with the story. It doesn't feel like someone's trying to rush you through the story, if that makes sense. Like, just like, oh, now we're here.
And actually, as I was watching this, I was thinking, this is definitely, like, one of my formative movies, you know, like, whether I acknowledge it as such or not, but, like, it definitely is. I mean, it was a movie I watched every day when I was a kid.
I watched it quite a bit when I was a child, actually.
But it definitely has, I think this is where I get sort of my sense of tone from, that, like, I don't like really dramatic things to go on for too long.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when something is, like, hugely dramatic and then something dumb happens.
Yeah.
And, like, that's the entire pacing of this movie is, like, really dramatic stuff and then something really dumb happens.
Yeah.
And, like, it doesn't do it in an annoying way.
You know what? I just realized something. The big reason why I don't like Lion King 1.5, it's because it does ruin the pacing of the original movie. Because they insert Timon and Pumbaa into this movie.
They're different movies.
I don't care. It's dumb. Ugh, I haven't seen 1.5 in years, so maybe my mind has changed if I watch it again.
I like
but
1.5.
I know you do. That's going to be very interesting if we go ahead and do the Disney sequels and we get to that. We're probably actually going to debate it.
I'm sure we're going to debate it.
I'm sure, but from what I remember, no, I know. I think that's part of the reason why I don't care much for it.
That's why, I mean, this is like dramedy, you know, it's like got
everything
everything kind of that's going on, and then, like, Lion King 1.5 is just like a crap show.
Crap show is a great way to put it.
And that's what it is. That's what it's supposed to be.
You know, I think that's why it's so subjective, that movie in particular. Like, because I've met people who do like it, like you, and I've met other people who've liked it, but I've also met people who feel the same way as I do.
Lion King 2 isn't as good because it's not as funny.
Yeah. Oh, huh. I think you're right. It's been a while since I've seen Lion King 2. I think the other reason is, like, I got really distracted by the continuity errors in Lion King 2. Oh.
Stop. Just stop.
Ugh. I'm not going to talk about it now because if you go ahead and do the sequels, I'll talk about it then, but that's a completely different one, but granted, Lion King 2 is the better Disney sequel than other things.
It is. But it's not as funny.
No.
And this movie is still really funny.
It's pretty funny. Nathan Lane's pretty great as Timon. He's a funny dude. And Timon and Pumbaa are pretty funny, even though I feel like a lot of, like, extended material, not just Lion King 1.5, but things like the TV show, have kind of, like, overdid them for me personally, because I remember they had a TV show, they had this comedy show.
I remember that.
On the Disney Channel, and, like, I got sick of seeing their faces when I was a kid, and when I got older, because they would show them all the time, and it's obnoxious comedy relief after a while.
I almost wish I could, like, go back and try to figure out why they became, like, the marketable part of Lion King.
That's a good question.
Because, I mean, Lion Guard doesn't. Lion Guard is just about the lions.
It is. I've only seen, like, one episode of Lion Guard, so I can't comment too much about it. But,
I like it.
I didn't care much for it. That's why I didn't continue. But, I don't hate it. I don't have any... Although there are people who I know hate that show. But it just wasn't for me. It just went, move on to other things.
It's just a kid show. It's a kid show.
Yeah, it is a kid show.
Like, kids' morals or something in every episode. Even
though the honey badger has farting weapons, like actual fart weapon. What? No, I just realized this right now. Pumbaa has fart jokes all over him, right? Like, it's like throughout the whole entire movie. But
I like how it's just realized this now.
No, I'm getting there. But he never uses fart as a weapon in the ending battle. I like that.
But they make the joke about it.
They do make the joke, but he doesn't use it as a weapon.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. That just occurred to me right this second. I'm like, oh, they don't do that. Good job. I have mixed feelings about bodily humor like that in movies, because, like, it can be done really badly, really easily. But when it's funny, I think it's funny still.
There's a lot of bodily humor in this one.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, more so than in the previous ones.
Yeah, definitely. I can't think of.
I can't remember, like, if they keep running with it in this direction or
not. Well.
Nice, Pocahontas.
Hunchback of Notre Dame has, like, one fart joke when one of the gargoyles, like, farts his armpit. Because he talks about cutting the cheese. Ha. But those are a different matter. Does Mulan have any fart jokes? That's a weird question to ask.
Tarzan.
Fantasia 2000 definitely has fart jokes, right?
Oh, Dinosaur might.
I swear to God, if Dinosaur has fart jokes.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Okay, anyway.
Emperor's New Groove does, doesn't it? No, I don't think it does.
So apparently,
Anyway.
I mean, Disney seems to be fairly highbrow. Highbrow
Highbrow
humor-ish.
for now, anyway.
Okay, so coming up, so there would be DreamWorks was releasing, like, Fish or something.
Oh, no, DreamWorks just started this year.
Ants.
They released Ants, like, in 96, I want to say? That sounds about right. Katzenberg left the Disney studio in 1994 when this movie came out, and he made DreamWorks Studios out of spite. In fact, like, Shrek, if you, like, know that he left it, and there's, like, conflicted reports on how, like, if he left him on good terms or not. Like, some people say he did, some people say he was fired, some people say there's a lot of arguing. I kind of lean towards the arguing side, because if you watch Shrek, it's pretty potent and hateful towards Disney. Like, it's got some salt in there, That's why that's why thinking about it, Shrek 2 is probably a better movie, because it doesn't come from that, like, negative place. But I guess it's props to Shrek for not being terrible, even though it comes from that kind of thing. Probably because they don't do that parody, like specifically Disney, you know what I mean? I'm not wording this correctly. Anyway, that's Shrek, but...
She loved Shrek.
I do like Shrek.
Shrek is love.
I do not love Shrek, though.
Shrek is life.
Though, I was target age group, okay? I was right at the right time when Shrek came out. We shouldn't be talking about Shrek anyway. Well, like, first Ants was the first DreamWorks movie that Katzenberg made, and it was released around the same time as Bug's Life, which I'm pretty sure was, like, 96 or 7. Because I know I was a kid when it came out, and I remember seeing it. I saw it in theaters.
I think it was 96.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And that came out around the same time. And then after Ants, isn't that they did 2D for a while? Or did they have them running with the 3D? I cannot remember.
I mean, there was Eyebrow Fish.
Shark Tales, right? I saw that in theaters.
Was B-Movie from DreamWorks?
I want to say yes.
We're getting totally derailed.
We are, but
okay.
But point being is, like, this is a turning point in the Disney company, because Frank Wells, he was the CEO, he died during this year. So now we're going to see a more dramatic shift with, like, because Eisner he's been here for a while, but, like, I think that's when he, like, starts to run things.
And I mean,
for better or worse.
Clements and Musker are now like, we've got a good thing going.
Yeah. They're like, can we make Treasure Planet? No. Make this instead. Okay. Can we make it now?
There are a lot of things standing between now and Treasure Planet.
Right? It actually took quite a long time for them to get to Treasure Planet. That's not until 2001. So, they kept that. They're very persistent. They did a good job, guys. But, yeah, do you have anything else to say about The Lion King?
It's a great movie.
It's a really good movie.
It's a really good movie.
It holds up excellently in, like, all forms that I can remember off the top of my head.
Live action Lion King is gonna be...
I don't know. All I know is that James Earl Jones will jump on that bandwagon so fast to voice Mufasa again.
So fast.
He'd be like, yep, I'm on it. I'm into it.
Okay.
So...
Lions.
Lions?
Dads.
Lions.
Dad movie.
Hamlet.
Dads.
So
many dads.
Yeah. Gee, Simba, how come you get 3 dads?
Okay.
Anyway, so our next one is a big one. The big old turning point in a lot of different directions. That is, ladies and gentlemen, Pocahontas. Woo! Are you ready?
Is that the DuckTales woo?
A little bit. Woo! But, yeah, Pocahontas is next. Are you ready for Pocahontas? Fuji's leaving. Alright. I'm gonna assume the answer is yes, she's ready for Pocahontas. Alright, we will see you guys then.